Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh boy, oh boy. Another day, another day, another day. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love to all bodies of realism. Peace and love to all bodies of realism. I ain't lying, Jack. Shit, let me tell you something, boy. Listen, man. It's thick out here. It's thick out here, man. It's really thick out here. And you know what? It's thick, but it ain't that heavy. The reason why it's heavy is because we as a body of people, we got a lot of things going on, man. Engine the boss. And it'll take a whole lot of discipline to get us out of this pool. You see, it's gonna take a whole lot. You see, because a lot of people put a lot of heart in a lot of things. You see, and they gonna transfer that data when they live. You know, a brother said to me the other day, why do you use the word? Why you keep saying Amen? That's Egyptian. That don't have nothing to do with Hebrew. You know, and I'm just like, what did you find out with the word Amen? What did you find out when you studied on it a little bit? What did you see? What did you see? Did you open it up in the English language? Did you open it up in the Hebrew language? You see, what letter value do it use? You see, what letter value do we use in the Hebrew language? Amen. You see, do you know? Amen. You see? Because you have Amun, you have Aman, and then you have Amen. You see? Which one? A, E, I-O-U? Which one? You're talking about these vowels, right? So what I'm saying to you is, if you're saying a moon, you have two bodies right there. You have a 13 and you have a 21, or 4 and a 3. You have a 7 in between that A, that letter A and the N. You see, you have Mu right there. Okay? Mu was a continent, I believe. Either it was on the west side, close to California, in between California and Hawaii, maybe. Or it was in the Atlantic. You see, that they call Atlantis. You see, y'all check that shit out. You see, I'm not a historian. I don't go backwards. Well, I do. I go backwards personally, but not for, what they call it, edification. You see, not for those bodies. There's minds out here that do that type work. You see, but always grab the beginning and the end, and then study what's inside of those two pillars. Those two poles. Figure out what's inside of those two poles, and then you will see. You see, but when you're talking about an Amen, you see, when you're talking about an Amen, you're talking about a shepherd. So you're talking about a shepherd. You see, and then you have the sheep. You see, you have sheep. The word sheep, you see, you have a 1 and an 8 right there. That's an ah. And then you have 2/5, this bridge, and then you have another 7 at the end. You see, or you have a 7 at the end. You see, so you have an ah in the beginning and a 7 at the end. You see, at the end, a 7 at the end. You see, the 8 or the 9 is in front of, or it's the beginning. You see, it's the beginning. And right in between there is the center. You see? You have two M's. Could this be two 23 chromes constricted into 2/5? What is it? Because it's a 10 now. Mind you, it's a 10. You see, it's a 10. What is a sheep? What is a sheep? You see? What is a sheep? You see? Because the first three letters of the word sheep is she. And then you have a 5 and a 7. You have a 5 and a 7 right there, okay? A 5 and a 7. So if you want to open up that P, that's a 16. You see? So you have a 5 and a 7. No, you have a, yeah. At the end, that 5 and that 7, or that 5 and that P, the E in that P. You see, you open that P up, it'll read wax. Wax. What do wax mean? You see, what do wax mean? What is the 23rd letter? You see, what is that W? What is that A? What is that X? Why is the 23 in front of the X? You know, this is the word sheep. Why is the 23rd letter in front of the X? You see, it's in front of the X. It's in front of the X. You see? You have sheep. She. You see, she birthed an X. You see, she birthed an X. You see, who is the she that's birthing the X? You see, who are these bodies? Who's writing these things down? Secretly. You see, so those who don't have no comprehension in certain areas or don't know these doors, you see, they won't be able to open them up. You see? But you can open them up because you got bodies down here that's allowing you to do that, or that's trying to take you somewhere so you will be able to open up these doors. You see, the doors are here to be unlocked, but you have to ask questions and you have to do your diligent work just like you do your research. You're going to have to open up these words and check them out. You can't go on some of these websites, too many of these websites, and get these bodies out. You know what I'm saying? Because they're simple bodies. They're simple bodies. They're all mathematical. You see? They're all mathematical. You see? A lot of these words was constructed with either addition, subtraction, you know what I'm saying? Little probably some multiplication. You see, division. That's those four bodies. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing difficult. You see, it's nothing difficult. You just have to not think that it's difficult. You just have to just pay attention. You see, you have the Amen. Well, you have the Amen. You see, this is the shepherd. You know, the sheep, the shepherd. You see? And then you have the sheep. You see? You have the sheep. This is why I say Yahusha Amen. You see? This is why I say that. You see? Or Amen Yahusha. You see? Amen Yahusha. You see? This is why I say this body. This is my first time actually saying it, I think. Well, on this camera. You know what I'm saying? That's what people know me as. You see? Down here. You see? Amen Yahusha. You see? You know, he's the shepherd. You see, he's the shepherd. You see, he's the one that's going to say, surely I say this unto you. Put up your goddamn pants. You know what I'm saying? And catch that bus. Run. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Amen going to say to you. You see? The Amen carries a staff. You know what I'm saying? Wood or metal. You see? He carries a rod. You see? He got certain weapons to keep the whoops away from his herd. You see? You see? What do sheep produce? What do they produce? What do they produce? What is wool? What is wool? You got that fifth right there. Then you have the 2 6s in between the L. You got the 5th or the 23rd, and then you have the 2 6s, which is the 3rd. You see? And then you have that L. You see, the 12th letter. You see, you have the 12th letter. 1 through 12, you see, equals 78. You see, that's a 6. You see, understand what the word wool means. You see, before, you see, it's warmth. No. Before the word, this sheep was producing warmth for somebody, for people, for a certain type of people. You see, what are we giving? You see, what are we giving to these people? You know what I'm saying? What are we giving to these people? You see, we went from wool to cotton. You see, from wool to cotton. Just imagine if when you look up, you seeing things in the sky look like the shit you used to pick down here below. You know, you used to pick those things, or when you look at your spermicide, you seeing that it looks like the stuff that's above your head. You see, just imagine if those things was actually telling you something and you knew how to read it. You see, you knew how to read these bodies. You see, I'm gonna get back with you. I can't go live. They even took the live button off of my Facebook. They took the live button off of my Facebook, man. Everything that's gonna help me to push this out, they took it off. You see, I can't go live. I'm trying to do the best way I can. You know, there's so many videos that I had they took down. They don't want me to talk to y'all, but I'm gonna talk anyway. You see, I'm gonna talk anyway because I'm just here to help you to drop some content. You see, or to look deeper into what you already know. You see, I'm here to do that. That's what I do. You see, that's what I do. You see, before I step out of this house of mine. You see, listen, I'm just talking to you because there's a door that's open in this very hour, and people don't know it. And the only thing they have to do is act like they coming home and walk through that door. Just walk through that door. Just say to themselves, they know that something is living today. That's all. Listen, that's all you have to say. That's all we're gonna give you. Just know that there's something here living today, and your worldly garments won't allow you to see these bodies. You see, they won't allow you to see these bodies in this moment, in this hour. But when you do see it, calm your ass down and continue to do your work. Just know, because whomever these shepherds are, or whomever these Amens are, you see, they're one body. You see, they're one body, and they're looking for your assistance. They're looking for your assistance. But just like you, a lot of you brothers are out here in the public doing what the Bible tells you to do out in the streets and things. These cats are in the dungeon. You see, they're in the dungeon doing some things that you would never do. You see, doing some things that you could never be called for. You see, they down there. You see, helping your homies, helping your peoples. You see, they're down there. They're up there. They're all around you. You see, but you can't see them. You can't see them because you're looking for something else in this thing they call intelligence. You're looking for something else, you see. But I'm trying to share something with you. Trying to share something with you. Pay attention. Understand what Amen means. And know what a shepherd actually means. You see, understand what that door means and what the double O means. You see, the double zeros in between that 4 and that 9, or that 4 and that 18. Ma. You see, understand that. You see, understand that gate. You got to understand that gate. If you don't understand the gate, you're going to come back here. And what your eyes are recording right now, you see, you're just going to be a particle in some type of man-made luminous light, you see, that's given off, or you're going to be used, You see, you're going to be used, you see, to promote false information through the light. And that's all you're going to be. You're going to be used to promote false information through the light, you see, and you're going to be honored for it, you see. So actually start now and get up off this thing talking about what you're going to do for your peoples and all that type of stuff. If you got hella money and you sitting up here talking about what you're going to do for your peoples and you ain't goddamn doing it right now, you see what I'm saying? You just opening your mouth saying you ain't helping us, you killing us right now because you inside of the enemy's box, talking about what you gonna do as if his face is not on that paper that made you what you say you are. You see, you can say God all you want to, but who's God you talking about? You talking about the Lord realm? You see, the Lord realm. You talking about Hesatan? What?